Everyday Spy. One life, no compromises. Hello and welcome back to Chicago. I just arrived yesterday. It's been a blast, but I wanted to tell you how I got behind the wheel of this awesome, extra, swanky leather interior, nice sunroof SUV. Because this is not what I reserved when I had to come out here. Right? I'm coming out here to serve a client. Client's got budgetary limitations. The client set a very limited budget to what the rental car could look like. And a 3-row luxury SUV was not what the client had in mind. So the way that I got this is a hack that I've been using for years that I don't know why I never taught you before, so I have to teach it to you now, right? This is the ultimate hack to get a free upgrade 100% of the time that you rent a car. It's going to work every time. It's worked for me every time for at least the last 7 years. And it's pretty simple. So let me just walk you through this. Now, maybe you rent cars often, maybe you don't rent cars often, maybe you travel for business, or maybe you just travel for holiday, for vacations, whatever it might be. The thing is, whenever you go to rent a car, there's basically 3 touch points, and the first touch point is optional. The first touch point is when you reserve the car online. Like I said, not everybody does it online. Some people do it when they actually get to the car rental center at the airport. But if you rent online, or if you go direct to the car center, right, that's the first stop on the second stop in the 3 touch points of renting a car. When you go to either the online location or the actual front desk counter, you have no leverage in either one of those places. Don't even try to ask for something free online or in person at the front desk. And here's why. Because, well, the online system's just built to not let you ask for anything for free, so you can ignore that one. But the human beings that sit behind the desk at the airport, they are trained administrators. That's it. They are trained to take money, record a transaction, file complaints, maybe upsell you on like a toll meter or getting gas, prepaying the gas, whatever it might be. That is the extent of their mission. That's all they care about. They don't know anything about the cars. They don't know anything about the fleet. They don't know anything about the rotation. They have no accountability and no responsibility for any of that. What they're supposed to do is make sure your driver's license is valid, make sure your credit card is live and has space, make the deposit, make the return, set the right dates, get everything filed in the back end. That's an important job in the eyes of all your rental car companies because that's where the money comes from, right? So there's a high level of scrutiny, a high level of accountability on those people behind the desk, which is why if you ask them for a free upgrade or you ask them for anything for free, they're just going to say no. They'll offer to give you a deal. They'll give you a discount, maybe, depending on the size of the airport and the size of the demand on the cars. But you're never going to get something for free from either of those first 2 touch points, which leaves just the third touch point. And for those of you who are savvy business travelers, you know that third touch point happens when you walk away from the desk and actually pick the car up from the associate who's standing outside. That's the weak part in the armor. That associate's job is to find a car for you, pull the car up, walk around the car, make any notations about if there's dents or scratches, get you to, their job is to try to upsell you on insurance, the daily insurance, the collision insurance, or whatever else it might be. It's one last chance to get you to spend a little bit extra money before they put you behind the wheel of a car. That person has 100% control over what car you drive off the lot with. They don't really care what the guy inside did or what the gal inside did. All the person inside did was actually connect your reservation with your credit card and charge the rental card or the company the right amount of money so they can get their money from you. That's where the desk person's job ends. Putting you behind the wheel of a car so you leave happy, that's the person, the actual associate who's out in the parking lot. That person, as long as they give you a car that isn't in someone else's name, that's success for them. Even better if they can get you to sign up for some sort of collision waiver or whatever else it might be. But here's the thing. Those folks on the lot have the worst job of anyone. They're outside. They're constantly walking around, running around, driving cars here and there to try and move them to rotate that fleet. So for them, when you come in and ask for a different car, when you come in and ask for an upgrade, they're not automatically going to say no. There's no reason for them to say no. If anything, it's in their worst interest to tell you no, because then the last person they see The last person you see in your rental car experience is the sales associate, and they could ruin the entire sales experience for you and end up with complaints on their record, and they don't want that. So all you have to do is when you see that associate, they say, "Hey, Mr. Bustamante, welcome. I see that I have you in a mid-size standard vehicle," whatever it might be. All I say to them is, "Yep, and if you have an upgrade, I'd love to take it." That's it. That's all you have to say. If you have an upgrade, I'd love to take it. I'd love to take an upgrade. I'm a veteran. Would be great to get an upgrade from you today. I have a big family that I got to pick up. It'd be great to get an upgrade. That's it. You don't have to try to negotiate. You don't have to go back and forth. I'm telling you, it's an awesome hack. It does a few things mentally to the associate. First, it lets them know that you are in the mind, like you have an expectation that they will help. Second, they do a cost-benefit analysis in their head. Is it worth it to get a bad review from this person if I don't help them? Or is it easier to just help them because nobody's really going to know one way or the other? And then third, they're assuming that if they give you a favor, then you're going to return a favor in kind. You might write a nice review about them, or you might sign up for some sort of extra coverage, or whatever it might be. And then of course, they don't have a lot of control in their day. And being able to give someone a smile or make somebody happy, that is an innate human tendency. We all want to bring pleasure and happiness to other people, especially if it costs us nothing. And that's why this awesome upgrading your rental car hack works. It works because the weakest touch point in the entire system is that last associate. And again, if you've met those associates, you know they're always young. They're always new to the company. They do the same boring thing minute after minute, day after day. They walk around cars and they check boxes, they get your signature, and they send you on. They go to the next person, they do the whole thing again. It's an incredibly mundane job. So when someone comes in and gives them an excuse to do something different, hey, could I get one of those exotic vehicles over there? Or could I get upgraded to a larger vehicle? Or could I get something that's a little more luxury? They don't blink an eye twice when they're like, yeah, we can do that. Let me find a vehicle that no one has reserved and we'll give that to you. It works like a charm. So now, because I did that here in O'Hare in Chicago, my whole family is riding around in a 3-row luxury SUV with leather seats. Not that the kids really care, but G and I are going to feel pretty special as we drive around in something big and fancy. And now, if you're traveling anytime for the rest of the summer, anytime for holidays, if you're traveling for business, you're one question away from a guaranteed upgrade anytime you see that last final associate in your touch point. Rent whatever you want to rent, and then just say at the end, I would welcome an upgrade if you have one, and you're going to be driving away in something better than what you reserved, guaranteed. All right, good luck, take care, and I'll talk to you later in your new, bigger vehicle.